I think oversharing can be a problem, and I think it's something that I've worked through being so early on the internet. Some people will just completely inundate your feed with their meal, their every single waking moment, and it does get to be a little bit much, and for somebody living that type of lifestyle, it's not really healthy either.
Hey guys, Natasha from Forbes here. This week on The Business of Influence, we're getting a little philosophical and exploring how social media defines us as a culture. We're so used to seeing pieces of each other's lives on the internet. And when you're an influencer, not only does that become a part of your job, but the amount of exposure that you receive is that much greater. But why do we share on social media in the first place? And where does that desire come from?
Yes, I do think that people overshare, but only because they're not satisfied with their real life.
Like if the whole point of kind of influence things like that is you want to see what their actual lives are like, but it is hard because obviously you want to keep some things private. I think there's a tendency for like millennials and people to look at people's Instagrams and stuff and be like, oh, that's not fair, like why is their life so perfect or whatever, and it's not actually, it's just they're choosing to put out there the things that make it look perfect.
So I feel like my channel definitely covers a broad spectrum of things. I love food, I love tech, I love travel, I love video games. Basically, my channel is just an extension of me and things that I love. I think there's a fine line between what you actually share to the public. I think a lot of misconception, people think that we share everything. I share probably 20% of my entire life, if even that. You don't have to share everything. So I think a lot of people think that we do share it all, but we don't.
What's so interesting about social media is the amount of stuff we share. And indeed, it's not surprising we share, right? I mean, we share all the time. But one question is, well, why do we share such private information? Would people be as likely, for example, to get up in front of a stage, in front of a big audience on a podium and share those same things about themselves? Probably not.
I think there's a big difference with oversharing in social media world versus the real life world. In real life, if you're right in front of a group of people, you're going to be eye to eye with those people. You're going to be thinking carefully about, is this something I want them to know? On the other hand, in the social media milieu, platforms make it very, very easy to type something very, very quickly and then press send and not really realize what it is you're doing. So I think that a lot of the tendency to overshare online is an artifact of the platform and what it feels like.
Social media has been so interesting because it's just kind of a reflection of how we want to connect so badly. You are showing yourself to the world because now when you meet somebody, that's the first thing they do. They'll Google you and try and see what your Instagram is, what your Facebook is, what you're doing, even how many followers you have, and they create an idea of who you are just by your online presence.
I think social media influencers probably overshare things with their fans. They want to feel more personal. They want to feel like the fans are actually getting to know them and they're showing a bit of their personality. It's actually showing who you are, being vulnerable, talking through your struggles and things like that. I think goes really a long way with the fans to connect with you.
Children are born with Instagram accounts and Twitter accounts, and they're not even out yet and they've already got their Twitter handle, they've got the domain registered. So it's sort of now is a very common thing. I mean, it is your business card, your name, it is you, and that's what's going to get you through life. And especially right now, everybody has a social media presence. So having this personal brand is what you publicly want to appear like to someone.
There's some really great data that shows that about 70% of Facebook messages are censored. And when I first heard this, I said, censored by the government? Who's censoring them? It's us. We're the ones censoring them. We go back and we change a comma, we change a word, we take off a period. We do exactly what we want to make ourselves seem certain ways to others. We share things that make us look good. We curate an online identity, not just to reflect who we are, but reflect who we want to be, how we want others to see us. So by always trying to curate that online self, by always trying to look good to others, sometimes we miss out on what's actually occurring around us.
So why do you think that we share on social media? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to tune in next week for another episode of The Business of Influence.